This is problem 59 on page 688 of the red Applying AutoCAD 2007 textbook. We're going to make a wheel cover. Do a single dimension drawing, a single view drawing of this wheel cover. And what we're going to do is we're also going to use the array command, A-R-R-A-Y. I'm going to show you how to use that to make make this polar array. Basically, these objects here, you can copy and paste them in a pattern, a circular pattern, to help make it easy. Okay. Real quick, take a look at this angular dimension of 70.05. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw me a 2-point circle, and I'm going to put it right on the 12 o'clock quadrant of this center line, this circular center line. And I know if I bisect this in half, it's going to be 35.025 degrees from this singular line right here over here. I'll go ahead and get started with that. First off, I'm going to draw these two center lines right here. This one is diameter 3. The second one's diameter 4.87. When I'm done, I should have something that looks similar to this in my screen. Okay, I'm just going to move this off to the side a bit. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create my layers. You got to come up to this layers box. Need to create my centerline layer. Make sure you do this. I'm going to create the centerline layer. Make sure it's green color, center to line type. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put that. I'm going to start here. My first one is going to be a diameter of 4.87. I'm going to make another one that's going to be a diameter. I'm going to snap it right there, a diameter of 3. Now, I said I'm going to put a 2-point circle at the 12 o'clock quadrant, and I'll show you how to do that. First, I'm going to make a line straight up, and it can be any distance, and I'm going to put that back on my 0 layer. All right. I'm going to create a circle. Then right mouse click, select 2-point or 2P. And I'm going to make my first point at the intersection of this large center line and that line. All right, and then I'm just going to make, on my picture, this has a radius of 1, so it's a diameter of 2. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to just type in, for my second point, I'm going to type in at 0, 2. I'm going to get that circle, and that's going to give me, I can trim away this top part later. All right, next thing I want to do, I'm going to create these two circles that form the outer portion of the wheel. They have a diameter of 14 and a radius of 6.5. So a diameter of 14 and a diameter of 13. Create a circle. Diameter of 14. And create another circle. Give it a diameter of 13. All right. And I'm going to make a line. I'm going to make it. I made those. Let's go back and talk strategy real quick. All right. After I've created these circles, what I want to do is I want to create those lines, and these two lines are going to be tangent to this circular shape at the top of that circle. It's an angular dimension of 70.05, so I know that this line, I've got that vertical line going up. I know the distance is going to be, the angular dimension is going to be 35.025, which is half of 70.05. Okay, so I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to use my polar snaps. I'm going to make sure OSNAP is on, and I'm going to make sure that tangent is the only one that's on, and intersection, tangent and intersection. And I'm going to come here and click here, and I'm just going to type in at 5 less than 30 54 let me do that again. At 5 less than 54.075.
Good afternoon, Falcons. Please have football and basketball JV cheerleaders to come to the office and pick up their packet. Thank you.
All right, good announcement. All right, now this other one, I'm going to come here and I'm going to type in at 5 less than 125.075. You may ask why I entered these values. Keep in mind this entire distance, the angular distance from here to here is 70.05. Okay, it's rounded off to 71, but it's 70.05. I need half of that. And keep in mind, in order to use polar coordinates, they're relative to 0 degrees. Okay, so I have to type in the angle relative to 0 degrees. That's why I typed in this line at 54.075, and I had to add, so I basically subtracted 35.025 from 70.05 to get this line. I have to add it to 90 over here. I have to add 35.025 to 90 to get this line. And that's why I typed in 125.075 to that one. All right. And now I can simply go back here. I don't need that line. I can trim away what I don't need. I don't need this one. I don't need that one. Okay, one last thing. I'm going to create a fillet. I use the fillet command. I set my radius equal to, the radius here is equal to 0.3. So fillet radius is 0.3. Click on this line and this line to make that fillet. Right mouse click, repeat fillet to this line and this line. All right. And now I'm going to use this array command. This is where we use the array command. I'm going to create a polar array. And I'm going to select the objects. I'm going to select all these pieces. Do not select this line. Once I've done that, right mouse click. I'm going to select the center point of the circle as my center point. And I'm going to make 6 of those objects, preview it. This is the way it's going to look, and that's a pretty cool tool to use, the array tool, to make it look like that. All right. That's the end of part 1. See part 2 for me to finish up this drawing.